Hey everyone, it's me Jessie, and in this video I'm going to show you how to properly and safely execute Warrior 1 and Warrior 2, also known as virabhadrasana A and virabhadrasana B. They're very good poses for stabilizing your core and strengthening your legs, your hips, your knees, and your ankles. Okay, so we're going to start off standing in Tadasana, mountain pose. Standing up nice and tall at the top of your mats. You're going to step one leg back. I'm going to step my right leg back first. So I'm going to start in warrior stance with my left leg forward. So just take a nice big stride back. It doesn't have to be too far. Take a gauge of where your flexibility is today. And you're going to line up the left heel with the right arch. Okay, so it's almost like you're standing on a straight line or a tightrope. Spread your toes and push the outer edge of your right foot, the back foot, so that your arch lifts up a little bit. Square your hips to the front of the mat and line up your knee with your toes. So stack right above your ankles. Make sure your knee doesn't cave inward. And that's a very important thing to keep in mind too when you do lunges. You want to keep the knee out, stacked and aligned to protect your knee joint. And it will also activate your glutes a little bit more. Okay? So from here, you're going to reach your arms up and draw your shoulder blades back and down and sink into your Warrior 1. So this is Warrior 1. Draw your ribcage in, tuck your tailbone underneath. So it looks like, as I always say, your body looks like it's in a plank. Okay? So draw your ribcage in, try to avoid sticking out your bum and opening up the ribs. Pull it all in and fire up both your quads. So one of the benefits of standing poses, especially your warrior stances, it's a very strong posture and it can build and tone your glutes, which is your bum, and your thighs, your hamstrings, and your quads, if you activate the right muscles. So in your back leg, you should be firing up the thigh and push your hamstring towards the ceiling or towards the back. So this will activate your quads and protect your kneecap as well. Your front leg is nice and low, if you can get that low. Different variations to show you as well. If your arms get tired from being up here for too long, or if your neck starts to strain, if you're just a little bit tight in the upper body, you can just rest your arms by your side or bend the elbows to start. Okay, so this is your Warrior 1. Both legs are super active. And just by activating your thighs, your femur bones, and pulling them away from each other, drop your tailbone in between. And this will also help you avoid sticking out your bum. So this is your Warrior 1. Make sure you breathe and hold the posture for 3 to 5 breaths. A couple of options you can do in terms of your stance is you can bring it a little bit closer if you're a bit too low, so your front knee doesn't bend as much. Or if you want a bigger stretch and you want to go a little further down and get lower into your leg, step further apart. But again, keep that alignment and the stacking of your joints. This makes it a tad bit easier too because your center of gravity is getting brought down a little lower. So it's a balance between a little bit of flexibility and more strength, and then balance as well. From your Warrior 1, it's a quick and easy transition to Warrior 2. Watch my hips, my chest, and my arms as I open up to my right into Warrior 2. This is virabhadrasana B. And you can reset, lining up your heel to arch, lengthen the neck, and use your shoulders to lift the arms up. Try not to do this. Okay? So just notice if you have any tension, whenever you leave a yoga class or finish your yoga practice, you should feel better. So if you feel even more tense and in more pain, you may need to reevaluate your practice a little bit and maybe step back a little bit and just notice where you're holding that tension. Shoulder blades are engaged, pull your chest apart. And once again, you can sink a little lower. Watch the hips, they're facing you guys now, but my knee is still facing forward. My back leg is still fully activated and the hamstring's pushing back. I'm spreading my thigh bones apart, almost like I'm doing the splits. Split them apart from each other. So these are just very subtle cues. They're not literally running away from each other, but if you activate your thighs, so if they're relaxed, they're pretty just sagging there. But if I fire them up, pull my pelvis apart, and sink my tailbone in between the femurs. So that means I'm not doing this, and not doing this, or that. Okay? So square them off to the longer edge of your mat. This is your Warrior 2. And once you are comfortable in this posture and feel nice and strong, you can transfer or transition into many other postures, such as reverse warrior, or even extended side angle, or even triangle. Both legs are super active, and by not relying on your arms too much, you're really firing up your core and your obliques. So this is virabhadrasana B, warrior 2. A couple of other modifications you can do is, if you have limitations in your flexibility and balance, is you can move the foot out a little bit. So you're no longer in that straight line, but this is okay to start, just to find your balance. And there's lots of variations, as you know, in yoga poses. So as long as you're keeping your muscles engaged and safely stacked and aligned, you can play around with lots of different postures. So there you have it. These are your 2 warrior stances. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Namaste. Hi everyone, it's me Jessie. I hope you found this video helpful. Please like, comment, and share it. And you can follow me on Instagram at @LamJessFit. And you can also download my free newsletter to get free menu plans, workouts, and stretches at my website, www.jessielamfitness.com. I'll see you in the next video.